In this video, we are opening up 2020 Donruss football cards, red. Okay, there are different versions of this box or of this package of football cards, and I've got the red ones. I picked these up back in 2020 from Target, and they've been sitting underneath my desk ever since. Now, what I am intending to do is I'm intending to give one of these boxes away, unopened. As you can see, that's completely in the package. I've had it sitting underneath my desk for the last 4 or 5 years at this point. And if and when we get to 10,000 subscribers, I'm going to give away one unopened box, and you're going to get it as a reward and thank you for being a subscriber. So make sure that you subscribe and you share this video with anyone else that might be interested in watching unopened football cards. I've got football, I've got basketball, I've got baseball. Maybe not basketball, but I know that I've got at least football and baseball. Let's go ahead and get into opening these different packages. Now, at the end of this video, I will reveal the best of the pulls that I got from this package. So let's go ahead and see what we've got on the inside. What's really interesting about this collection is that they include vintage players. You'll see in this package, actually, I pull a Barry Sanders, like a regular Barry Sanders card, which is really cool. Shaquille Garrett right there. We flip it over, Calvin Ridley. What's really interesting, now I've been collecting cards for a long time, since I was a little kid, and the packs have changed so much. As you can see there, Barry Sanders, just a regular face card. There's nothing really special about it other than it is Barry Sanders, which is kind of cool. It allows people to look up and see who Barry Sanders is and what he was all about and what made him so amazing. That is a Michael Pittman Jr. I believe that is a rookie card. As you can see that at the top left, that is a rookie card. And then AJ Green, standard normal pull. So, and then that one is a Devin Booker. Like I said, what's really cool about this is that you can kind of look back, because it's been 5 years. A lot of these people are done playing. You can see what type of career that they wound up having. I was kind of excited about that Barry Sanders card, and I set that one aside. It would be interesting to see how much that Michael Pittman is worth. I don't think it'll be worth a whole lot, but it will have some value. Okay, let's go ahead and get into pack number 2. Now, there are only 8 cards, I believe, in each one of these packs. But let's see what we get here. And I think this one hurts my heart more than most. That's a DK Metcalf. This is the second consecutive video with a DK Metcalf, Marshawn Lattimore, a Kyle Juszczyk, and then we've got a Christian Kirk there, and then a Kenny Holiday. What's really interesting is the thing that has changed the most from collecting as a little kid to collecting now. As a little kid, you would get more cards, but most of the people would be you've never heard of. Now you get less cards, but most of these people are, fairly well known. Like this Juju Smith-Schuster card. These guys are fairly well known. And I would say that's the biggest change from 30 years ago to now. Everybody that you pull has a face card, has recognition, and has done things in the league, except for the rookies. But then what you're really hoping for is you're hoping for one of those premium face cards or premium pulls of somebody that's well known and it's autographed. Now, I'm a Bears fan, and so this is the pack I think that hurts my heart the most. In this pack, you'll see I pulled 2 Bears players who are no longer on the team. I think one of them isn't even in the league. We've got Jared Allen there. Jared Allen, you don't realize, is a well-traveled player. Jimmy Garoppolo on his 8th team. He's not in the league anymore, I don't believe. And then Kenyon Drake, I don't think is in the league anymore. But if we look at this, Sean Alexander, that's a pretty cool card right there. I'm not sure the value. If you know the value of any of these cards, definitely comment down below. But, one of the greatest running backs of all time. I'm not sure. I believe he's in the Hall of Fame now, which is pretty cool. If we look at this one, that is Andrew Thomas. Geno Atkins, another huge player. Can't see who that is. I guess I missed it, but eventually here I am going to pull 2 Bears players. And at the time when I would have pulled them, if it was 2020, I would have been really excited about it. But now, not so much. It's just 2 regular cards that will wind up in the trash bin eventually. All right, so as we pull we open up this next pack, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe, share. Let me know what you think. Let's see, what do we got for this one? This one is Emmanuel Sanders with the Saints. That one is George Kittle, tight end from the 49ers, as you can see there. The next one, this is the pack here that hurts my heart. This one is Anthony Miller. I do not believe, I'm fairly certain he's no longer in the league, but at the time that would have been a cool card. And then right after that, Mitchell Trubisky. He is a backup, the consummate backup. And then this is probably maybe one of the second or third best cards that I pulled. As you can see there, I liked, back in the day when I was young, it would have been almost impossible to pull a game-worn jersey card. And when you pulled a game-worn jersey card, those cards were automatically worth like $200. And I'd never pulled one as a kid, but now as an adult, where there are fewer cards, Tyrann Mathieu there, as you can see, the Honey Badger. But as a kid, Jason Peters actually just retired within the last week or so. As a kid, you would have never gotten one of those jersey cards. Those jersey cards were almost impossible to get. But you can see there, I pulled that one, and I think I pulled one in my last video as well, which is pretty cool. All right, so let's go ahead and move on. I don't remember the other things included in these different packs. My brain kind of shut off once I saw the Anthony Miller and Mitchell Trubisky. So let's see what we got in this one. Kyle Rudolph, tight end, pretty good player. Darius Slayton, again, pretty good player. Calais Campbell, really good player. Surefire Hall of Famer there. I'm not sure who this one is. Montez Sweat, now on the Bears, pretty good player. Too early to tell if he's a Hall of Famer or not. Kalani, I can't see who that is. Jake, this guy is not a bust. He didn't materialize for much. This one, Tom Brady, pretty good player. Probably going to be a Hall of Famer. But I don't think that this card has inherited value, other than it just being a normal regular card. And then we've got a Brett Favre. I would throw this card out, being a Bear fan, and put it in the spokes of my kid's bike if kids still did that. All right, so let's go ahead and get into this next pack and see what we can pull. I believe this pack has a decent card. I don't remember exactly, but let's go ahead and see what we've got here. This next one, Blake Martinez, I don't think he really materialized. Mark Ingram, this is the second straight week where I pulled a Mark Ingram. Interesting to me. CJ Mosley, decent player, probably not a Hall of Famer. He's no longer in the league, I don't believe. Sam Darnold, he's potentially going to sign the franchise tag. Aaron Donald, that's a pretty good card. I didn't realize it at the time when I pulled it. And then this guy didn't really materialize into anything. Let's see if we can flip this guy over. He is Jerome Baker. I think he had a decent career. And then Aaron Rodgers, pretty good career. But it's a regular card. No autograph, nothing premium about that one. So let's go ahead and move on to this next one. The packs overall are not terrible. Like I said, one of the biggest benefits of nowadays is you get a bunch of people that you're familiar with. You know, back in the day, it would have been almost impossible to get a Michael Jordan card. Mohamed Sanu, decent wide receiver, not a Hall of Famer. Not a Hall of Famer there. Joey Bosa, time will tell. Max Crosby, time will tell. Jordan Love, now that's a decent card if he turns out, right? It's really early to tell with that Jordan Love there. Regular lineman, this was really cool. This is a vintage throwback player, Jack Lambert. And then Joe Mixon there, time will tell. He's got to do some more things to be a Hall of Famer. But the two cards that I like from this pack, Jack Lambert, and then that Jordan Love rookie card, which will be good if he is good. Now, as a Chicago Bear fan, I'm not interested in him becoming good. I want him to be wildly inconsistent and be inconsistent when it matters the most. And I would like for them to never make the playoffs again. As a Bears fan, as a card collector, I would love for him to become a Hall of Famer, and that obviously would increase the value of that card. But you know, time will tell, obviously, with the Jordan Love. All right, so let's see what we got in this pack. Steve Atwater, another Hall of Fame player. This is a vintage throwback card, which is really cool. Melvin Gordon, actually Kenosha native, right from my hometown, same high school. Corey, not sure who that was. DJ Clark, not a great career. We flipped that over. Did I get to DJ Moore, now a Chicago Bear? A decent career. That one right behind it, though, that Jonathan Taylor, if he continues to progress, and he's got to make the playoffs, and I would assume to have a really good career there. If we flip this one over, Mika Fitzpatrick, good career. And then we flip this over again. We have Chris Jones, good career so far. I don't know if he has done enough to become a Hall of Famer. So in general, I've got a few Hall of Famers that I've pulled so far. I really like that Steve Atwater, just like the Barry Sanders. However, they probably don't have a high value. And we'll have to see with that Jonathan Taylor. Jonathan Taylor has to do some good things in order to make it to the Hall of Fame. Right now he's in the Hall of Good, and maybe not even Hall of Great just yet. All right, so this one, Michael Gallup. Okay career. Dak Prescott, second straight week we pulled a Dak Prescott. Odell Beckham Jr. Okay career. His career's probably over. Definitely not a Hall of Famer. Jack Doyle. This one, Tremaine Edmonds, now on the Chicago Bears. An okay career. Not a huge fan of him, just because he's kind of old and slow now. Jeff, not a great career. I should go back and look at that one, because that one is a special pull. I'll have to look at that one a little bit later. And then, of course, Patrick Mahomes. It's a regular card. It's actually card number 1, if you look at there. But interesting, interesting there. So, and I think we've got a couple more cards to pull before we take a look and see the best of the best from this pack. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Did I pull good cards and not even realize it? As you can see there, I'm struggling with opening up these cards. But tell me what you think in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it. So if we look here, this one is of Mike Evans, probably a Hall of Famer. Jacob, I don't think he's a Hall of Famer. Darius, who is that? Darius Leonard, Hall of Okay. Kicker, he is a kicker. And then this one's a pretty cool pull right here. Kenyon Drake, not sure the value of this card, but it's decent. Quintez something, okay. Carson Wentz, career backup. Aqib Talib, who quit in the middle of the game. That's a decent card. Will never be a Hall of Famer. But a couple pulls that I was excited about from that pack. I don't think I revisited that one. I'm gonna have to go back and take a closer look, because there's some decent cards that I pulled and I didn't even realize it. Let's see, Devontae Parker. Let me see, what do we got on the front side here? We've got Chris Carbon, I think that's it. Taysom Hill. I'll keep my comments about Taysom Hill to myself. Carlos Hyde, former Packer. Matt Ryan, okay card, probably not a Hall of Famer. Who is this one? This one is James Morgan, probably not in the league anymore. Devontae Adams, good card, just a regular face card. Two Devontaes in a row, Devontae Parker and Devontae Adams. So let's go ahead and take a look at the best cards from this box here. So we've got the Patrick Mahomes you saw there, regular card. A rookie Jonathan Taylor card could materialize into something. I like the Steve Atwater and the Jack Lambert behind it. They're just regular cards, unfortunately. And I flipped it over. It's just a regular numbered card. And then we've got Jordan Love rookie card. Could be okay if I have my way. It won't materialize in anything. Brett Favre. I'm intentionally saying his name wrong, just so you guys know. Let's see, Brett Favre. Not a huge fan of him personally or as a football fan. That's the best card probably I pulled, which is interesting. Because I also pulled that Jonathan Taylor. And then this is a pretty cool card. I should look up the value and see what this one's worth, and to see if we've done anything exciting. And two rookie cards from Colts players, Michael Pittman and Jonathan Taylor. Interesting. And then that Barry Sanders card. I think the Barry Sanders card is my favorite card.